Hey traders, welcome to Explain the Charts. Today, May 8th, 2025, we're doing an in-depth analysis of USDJPY. We will analyze the charts and the latest news to develop our short and long-term perspective. We'll be looking at news from FX Street, UB Group, and Investing.com, correlating it with price action on the daily, hourly, and 15-minute charts. Let's start with the news and then see if we can match it to the price movement, and if we look at the one-day chart. According to FX Street, the Japanese yen weakened against the US dollar, and they expect US dollar to Japanese yen to potentially test 144.30. They believe the pair is consolidating. Other sources cite moderate price swings indicating a tighter range of 142.20/145.30. Let's see if our chart supports this claim. Looking at the daily chart, from December 2023 to now, the pair has been in a clear uptrend, although it's had substantial retracements. Notice the lower support levels that the price has bounced off of. The pair has risen from roughly 142.00 to a peak of 162.00 in June 2024. That's a 20-figure move. The latest news also mentions stagflation risks and hints at a major trade deal with the US, as Trump expects a deal. Let's zoom in on a more recent time frame on the daily chart, say from the start of 2025. We are seeing more of the uptrend we observed previously. A recent high was around 158.00 in early May. Let's zoom into the 1-hour chart and see if we can glean more information. I'm setting the timestamp range to include that peak. Now looking at the hourly chart, we can see a more granular view of the chop and consolidation periods. Specifically looking at early May 2025, we do see price reaching as high as 158, then rapidly declining down to around 152. Currently, we're hovering around the 154 to 155 range. Let's narrow down even further and check out the 15-minute chart and look at late April and early May 2025. I'm going to set the timestamp range for that now. Now we see a much clearer picture of what's been going on in the last week. We had a large run-up, hit resistance at 158, and then the price was heavily rejected. At that point, the price had a pretty nasty fall, creating a lot of bearish sentiment. But we've been recovering since then, and we're still trending upwards, suggesting a potential medium to long-term bullish outlook. Key levels to watch: immediate support around 153.50, as UB Group suggests. Immediate resistance around 155.75. If the pair breaks above 155.75, we could see a rally towards 156, perhaps testing previous highs near 158. A break below 153.50, however, could signal further downside, potentially testing lower support around 152.00. The FOMC holding rates steady and positive trade talk sentiment seem to be propping up the USD against the yen. If this trend continues, we are likely to test previous highs. However, if Trump suddenly changes his mind, the yen may be able to strengthen.